What's up, guys and gals? This is going to be kind of an intermittent, how you say that, inter something video between the job I was on and then headed to an actual paying job. This is at my place. I got the dozer here, got everything here. The skid steer sitting over there, dump truck. Everything's here. I actually need to work on that dump truck hopefully tomorrow evening, but I got so much stuff going on. I've been trying to get some of this equipment cleaned up, but I'm gonna fly the drone over real quick to show y'all kind of what I want to do for a few hours. Trying to do a little bit of spring cleaning around here. So let me fly the drone over. This should be kind of a cool little video. That's if I don't sink the excavator. Alright, y'all, so like I said, I'm here on my place. I really want to throw all of these logs away. Rook and his guys, they've been saving some of these logs. I really wish they would get them out of here. I got me a little fire going there. Try to clean up around here some, but a while back when I first got my 305, this was the very first little project I did with it out here. As y'all can see, there is a little pond here, and what I did is I cut the levee out of this thing. I'm gonna fly down in here and show y'all where the levee is if I don't crash this thing. So right here is the old levee. It's old, just an old cattle pond. Y'all can see where I cut it out right there. I cut this thing out, like I said, with a 305. And I got it drained down really good, but like literally about 2 or 3 years now, I guess. Y'all can see all these little sticks and stuff has grown up in here. Like I used to have all this actually cleaned out. It's amazing how fast this stuff has grown back. All these little water holes and stuff down here. But what that is, like that water hole, that's where I dug dirt before to build where my driveway was going to go, but I've gotten so busy when I started this business, it all just kind of took off and I never finished. Y'all can see the road right there. I never finished my actual driveway. I almost did, but it's going to have to be bladed back off and some more dirt put in here. But this is where I want to put my lake. I talked about that in a video a while back. It's a little video with me and the dogs running around on the dirt bike around here. I talked about putting a lake in here, and that's still the plan, but I want to try to just get down in here since I got the machine here today and clean some of this up and just try to get this pond drained down some more so it don't just sit here and keep filling up, and because eventually all this is going to have to be dredged out. So let's get down here and see if we can't clean some of this mess out. Alright guys, I got y'all a clean windshield to look out of. I cleaned the machine up a little bit, but I didn't worry a whole lot about the undercarriage just yet. This down in here is going to be a little bit muddy. All I really want to do is get over here on this levee and cut it down some more. Let it be draining down, and then I'll try to go around the edges and I used to keep all this bush hog, but like I said, I ain't had time to work on my own stuff. Y'all know how that goes, and it has just gotten away from me. I ought to have my butt kicked for it, but that's the life of owning your own business, I guess. I was hoping to get down in here, start on my own pond while I was so busy with the maintenance stuff. But crap, the dirt work is, I've gotten a call nearly every day this week to come look at stuff, so I got a call a minute ago to come look at a job tomorrow. It's already to the point where I can't be in two places at one time, so that's a good problem to have, but at the same time, man, I hate to let one side of the business suffer while the other one is taking off, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Kind of in a weird predicament because the maintenance stuff is going to slow down eventually, and the dirt work will be my priority, but I basically got to step away from the dirt work for a little bit, so that's, I don't know. I just pray about it and do what I can. This right here was the old ditch line. This was basically why the pond was failing, because the ditch got washed out so much that the pond just kept getting lower and lower and lower, and muskrats and everything else got in it. That was kind of before we bought the property. Man, I remember when I got that 305, I'd come down here and I would work and play and just have a ball on that thing down in here. Just out here in the middle of the night drinking beer and digging up little trees and trying to get my ditch lines in here to keep the water in one spot, because all that used to be just such a swamp. Like I said, it's gotten away from me and I can't remember what was what down in here, but now that I got this thing, I can cut this ditch deeper and let this thing stay drained. So all this will be underwater one day, I hope. But it's all got to be dredged out. I still haven't set the water level or shot grade on it because I couldn't get it cleaned up enough to set a transit up and see all around it. But I got the skid steer home now, so maybe I can bush hog it enough. There's just some of these trees have gotten too big. I'm gonna get me a crossing right here, put in here, and get up in here, and we'll start ripping some of these trees out and get this levee cut down some more. Well, y'all, I've gotten interrupted. Somebody wants to come get in the machine. I don't know who wants in here more, Bo or Carly. What you doing, Bo Warren?
Say hey, Mr. Lindsay. Tell him you came to show him how to run this thing. You came to show him how to do it. This is the real boss right here.
Come on. Alright, so me and Bo Diddley here, we ripping out some more trees to get up on top of the levee. Like a big old tree has fell right over there. Bo, what you think about building a big old lake down in here? Huh? Somewhere we can go fishing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'll ask my mom.
You'll ask your mama. I think she needs to buy us a big dump truck. What do you think? Huh?
You gave me a bulldozer.
I gave you a bulldozer.
Yeah. You did.
Yeah, but we need a dump truck now.
Yeah, we need a dump truck.
Alright, we almost up here.
It's not real.
It's hard to drive this thing when you're sitting right there. We may dig up a big old snake. We gonna do snakes can't swim. Oh, you're crazy. Snakes can swim better than fish.
Only a water snake.
Oh,
Dragons are not real.
huh?
Dragons are not real.
Dragons are not real.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
sure.
Pretty sure one flew over my house this morning.
Sir?
I thought one flew over my house this morning. Woke me up.
That was just a bird.
Oh, that was a big old bird. Alright y'all, there's the pond we about to try to drain. So I'm gonna put the drone in the air and see what we can do with it. Alright y'all, me and Bo Diddley is about to start cutting this levee down some more. What I've decided is I'm just going to cut a whole new trench through here. That way I don't have to cut it as long. And I think I can get it deeper that way, maybe. I'm trying to make sure there ain't no trees around here. So I don't...
There's that white thing that flies. Where's that white thing that flies?
Right outside the window.
I know, but where?
Look. See it right there?
No? Yeah, I see it right there. Which one is it?
Okay.
I wanna get out.
Where do you want to go? You want to rip this tree out? Why?
I just want to go back to my mama.
Alright, so Bo abandoned me. Now I got Bear in here. Here, just hold that controller. No, don't push any buttons, okay? We're going to try to get this tree ripped out here. Watch that drone and make sure it's pointed towards the excavator, okay? Let me know if it starts moving. Maybe I won't hit it with a tree limb. The glare off that water is bad. Get y'all a better angle right here. Whoa, don't hit the tree. Where's the drone? There she is. Watch that drone, make sure she don't fly in the water. Sun's blinding me. Levy used to be. I don't either, because then we just lost a drone. I'll have to send you in there to go get it. Will you go in there and get it? Huh?
No.
You won't? I bet Bo will.
Yeah.
Bo ain't scared of nothing.
Don't you think that's a swim?
What I'm gonna have to do, y'all, is cut these sides down. That way I don't get so tall on my banks, because I just crept up on the levee and it's sitting up way higher than my ditch. I'll just cut it down. another ditch here. Sorry about the sun. I have to put the drone back in there and do it with that. Try to get both of these cut in and then get on the, or straddle it, that way I don't have to try to dig up under me. Straddling may be a little bit hard because it's going to be so deep. Try to make this thing shallow as possible. Way to start drying up. Trying to stay dry anyway. Alright, let's dig a little on the backside here. Whoa. Hold on, barrel one. Big old head. You got a big head like your mama, did you know it?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You got a big old noggin. Good clay in here. We'll have no problem building a levee and holding water in this stuff. Which I can't use none of this stuff, but this is the part of the original levee. All they did was push it out from that where the water is now. digging here. Have a lot of room to work with, really. Alright, Barry, you're gonna have to stand up. Watch the drawing. Bank keeps collapsing on us.
It's starting to go up. It's starting towards Come to the excavator. It blocked it. Oh. That'll hit me. He about splashed me.
Alright y'all, I'm having a hard time. You can definitely tell that this levee wasn't packed. Thing keeps collapsing on me, falling right back in the hole. So I'm just gonna have to dig it out from the side. I'm afraid to sit on it. I'm afraid to keep straddling in it. So I'm just gonna dig it out like this. Be done with it. Don't like much. I'll probably cut it out and then come back and cut this bank down some more. That way it's not, way it don't keep falling off in there. I think that's what happened on the other ditch that I dug, is it just kept falling in on itself. Thought it was gonna hold together a little bit better, but it isn't. Keep an eye on Bear there. I think I done splashed him a couple times with mud. And I've got a massive tree limb hanging over the top of him too, so almost there. Problem is I can't see over the edge right here. I think see, that stuff is just wasn't packed at all, which there's no telling how old this pond was. What I hate about building a new lake is these big trees are going to have to come out. I hate getting rid of big trees like that, but I mean, it's 1,000 wonders they're even still standing anyway. There is hardly no dirt around that one right in front of me. Its roots, because the water's washed it all away from where the pond originally overflowed. This was going pretty good, and then it went to crap. Couple more scoops and we'll have it, maybe. Alright, I'm just going to see if I can't. time lapse on the pond draining too. Alright y'all, I got her draining now finally. And that stuff got soft on me. It's like it's pretty sandy on this backside, but Yeah, you can tell they just didn't, this wasn't packed at all. They probably didn't have the means back then. They just pushed dirt up and let her ride. So we're gonna wait on this thing to dry. My goal is to get it dry enough so I can get out here and get these bigger trees and stuff. I'm trying to block the sun for y'all. So that's my goal, to go ahead and getting this thing drained. And also I'm pretty sure whenever I set my water level, it's going to be pretty shallow up in here, so I want to dredge this end out, because all this levee has got to be moved out, and that's going to be the back side of my levee, and I got plenty of room to waste it back there. Like I said, I hate to take these bigger trees down, but at the same time they're kind of useless. They're way too big to do anything with, and they're nearing the end of their life cycle. All right, y'all, she is coming on down pretty good. I got it cut out. Had to get down in here and cut down a little bit more right at the end of it. Big old tree roots was holding it up. If y'all can see, the water is going up under that big tree, and that's why I'm saying it's 1,000 wonders that thing's even still standing. If y'all remember, I told a story one time about my dog getting stuck up under this tree one time, and I lost him for about a day. Rip, the little male dog, I'll show y'all him in a minute. That's the tree he got stuck in. So let me show y'all where this water is going. All right, so I'm on the other side of it over here. All this will be underwater one day, hopefully. This water is going right back into the natural runoff ditch. It'll go on down through there and make its way on off my property. So anyway, I'm gonna let that drain down a little bit. I hope Carly's got supper cooked. Well guys, it's the next evening. Wipe the camera off a minute. I'd say it's drained down pretty good. Y'all can see the dogs here. All this was basically underwater yesterday, and we're out here walking on it. So yeah, this should be nice. I think I'll be able to get down in here with the excavator. I'll probably regret that after I sink it, but like I said, I'm gonna try to get all these little trees out. The sun's gonna be right in her face, but I'm probably gonna come down this edge over here and go around. This is drained down really good. I'm happy with it. Got about as much out of it as I can. There's still a little bit of water running out, but waiting on this thing to warm up, and let's finish ripping out some of these trees. All right guys, so I come around on the other side of the pond. The pond is just right over there. I come around to this side to keep the sun out of my face, because it's just that time of day where the sun is low and it's beaming right in her face, can't really see nothing. So I'll just work back the opposite way. I can't remember what the crap I was doing in here. There's big piles of dirt everywhere. I think this was all this kind of topsoil that I was pushing up to get down to more solid clay. And I was building that road over there, but I'm gonna put it back in these big old holes. All this will have to come out eventually, I think. I'm either going to have to do a lot of dredging in this upper end, or where my driveway is, I'll have to build that up higher. I just kind of have to see how all that lays in there from where I want the water level to be. I may not be able to bring the actual water level up any higher because I don't want it to flood out the power line. But I'd really like to get all this stuff, see what's in here, see what's still left, and I can bring that dozer down here, kind of blade over all this stuff and knock it down. Try to get everything back right, and then I can keep it maintained a little easier with a skid steer. But I know I cut a ditch line. I know I cut a ditch line right there to keep this pit drained out. I don't remember, kind of right out here in the middle. It's been so long. I lied. I said it was 2 years, but it's actually been nearly 4. That was back in 2019 maybe, or 2018. Crap, I don't even remember. Because I had the 305 for pretty much right at a year, and then I got the 309 and the 306. I had the 309 maybe a year, and I upgraded to this thing, so I can't keep up with it all. There's been a lot of change in the past 3 or 4 years, so I don't know what's what anymore. Yeah, let me get on the other side of this big mound, and then we'll start ripping these trees out. I was going to take this stuff sitting inside, but kind of want to get it in one pile in case I decide to burn it sometime. So I'll just take and carry it with me as I go. Good place for a big old swamp rabbit to be laid up in here. If my dogs hadn't ran them all off or killed them. Come on now. For all of it. Man, it's amazing how big some of these trees have gotten in just a couple of years. wish I had somebody just to sit here and fly this drone for me. I wish he did a better job of picking up on the equipment. It just doesn't follow the equipment very well. Being able to see down through here, sitting up at the house. Haven't been able to since all this stuff is taken over. Yeah, and right there's the old ditch line that I cut in here to keep this side drained down. I can get that dozer down in here and blade all this off and get everything back level. Make it look nice anyway for the time being. You're talking about some pretty grass that will grow down in here with all this real fertile soil. Side and one on the other side I'm headed to. I don't want to have to cross this ditch back and forth. Really don't even look like no water's been coming down it. Making some progress now. Come back and get that pile in a minute. Make me another pile right over here somewhere. Put that right there. Alright guys, we're down to the last few little trees here. So far so good. Side of the pond because there's another ditch right over here that I cut a long time ago, and that's actually higher than where I'm sitting, so I know that water is kind of seeping down this way. What I really need to do is recut that ditch more towards in the center of where the lake is going to be. That way I can kind of work one side of the lake at a time. Thought process anyway. At least that'll let everything drain towards the center, not keep half of it wet. Just a lot of water sitting in the ground right there. Dig very deep to hit groundwater, so I know this is just the lowest point. Well, what I mean is, like right up there where I was digging at a long time ago, that's quite a bit higher than where I'm sitting, but I didn't have to dig but 3 or 4 feet down and groundwater would start running in. Water table stays pretty high around here. Well, all it does is get down to that gray clay and it can't go any lower. All right. We just about got her cleaned out around it. Do it. What I'd like to do, I'd like to reach out there and pull some of that stuff back, and that way this water can make it over there to the ditch if I don't sink. Just take this and pull it back to me. Water on the way out. It's just sitting here on top of all these old roots and stuff. I bet there's some big old snapping turtles in here. I know they used to be. I know back when this was a pond and I could see it, there'd be some monster turtles floating around in it. I don't know if they all kind of moved off after I cut it out the first time, or because it did dry up a lot. And I'm going to say there's probably several still in here somewhere. But it also is still winter time. I'm sure they're buried up in the bank somewhere. Oh, right there's one. I see. See if I can't scoop him up. Look at him. Big old snapping turtle. would love him. I just ruined his day. Sorry, Franklin. Alright, let me venture out here and see if I can't sink this thing. I think I'll be okay as long as I stay sitting on this root mat and stuff. Excavator just sinking. It'd be bad if I have to call Rook and tell him to come help me get my excavator out of my pond. He would love that, I guarantee it. Alright, now I got me a ditch cut around through there. Water can ease on out. There we go. Not today, rookie. Alright guys, I'm going to get the rest of these trees piled up in one area and then I'll show y'all what I got. Alright y'all, I believe I got her cleaned up about as good as I want to right now. As y'all can see, here she is. As y'all can remember what it looked like before. Crap, I meant to grab that tree right there, but I forgot it. But yeah, I think this will give me a more of a cleaner slate to keep this thing maintained. I really want to get that dozer up there and bring it down here before it has to go to a job and blade this stuff off, and that way I can fix these ditch lines. I want to fill in this one over here and basically bring one ditch into the center of this thing. That way I can basically work one half or the other when I am able to. But I am going to track around on the other side and cut the outlet of this thing a little bit lower. That way I can get a little bit more depth out of the center here. But anyway, I was glad to actually finally get to play on my own place for a little bit. I'd really like to get started on this lake, but I don't know. Like, I just got off the phone with another guy for another job. I was supposed to go quote one this evening, but I'm not going to be able to because Rook decided to have my sister's birthday dinner tonight, and he didn't tell anybody. But anyway, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm happy with it. I think it's going to look pretty good down in here. Crap, if I just would have fixed the original levee, that'd been a pretty good little pond right there. But I want a massive pond. I want this whole bottom down through here. Y'all can see the water. Basically where y'all see that opening right here, I'll just fly down here. That opening where that tree is right there, kind of right in the center of the screen right now, that's where actually I want to build the levee, which it may come kind of right here about the center of the screen, right in here where these trees are. There's a hill, and actually tie into this hill right over here. I think it'll be my best spot in the shortest distance. So anyway, that water runs all the way out and goes down this tree line on out way over there, and I actually own all the way to the ends of that field that you can see, and that's my property line. So all right guys, I'm gonna call it on that one. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, it was fun to finally work on my own stuff for a little bit. And actually my property runs all the way over there to that water tower. So all right guys, y'all keep your eyes open. I'll see you later.